Welcome to the Rangers Roads audio series, brought to you by freeconference.com and the Regimental Council of the Queen's York Rangers, 1st American Regiment, located in Toronto and Aurora, Ontario. We hope you enjoy your experience as you listen to the passage, Battery Park, New York City, the execution of an American spy. The Rangers Roads stories are written and recorded by members of the Queen's York Rangers family.
In 1776, one of the many British Army and Loyalist units occupying Long Island was the Queen's Rangers, led by the famous soldier Robert Rogers. In addition to guarding against rebel attacks, they were also working hard to find rebel spies who were providing information to Washington and his army. A young Yale graduate named Nathan Hale had volunteered to become one of these spies, hoping to provide vital information on the imminent British attack on Manhattan. Hale crossed into British-controlled territory in civilian clothes, despite having a commission as a lieutenant in the 7th Connecticut Regiment. Hale disguised himself as an unemployed schoolteacher. Unfortunately, he was not a professional spy. He kept notes of the information he gathered on slips of paper that he kept in his shoes. His activities, asking questions of many people, were too obvious to escape the notice, and they were quickly reported to Rogers. Although Rogers was well past his prime as a warrior and heavily affected by alcoholism, he remained a cunning foe. Meeting Hale in a tavern, Rogers pretended to be a rebel sympathizer. Either Hale was naive or Rogers was very convincing, because soon Hale confessed his mission. A second meeting between the men was held in a tavern near Flushing Bay, Queens, and was arranged to be in front of witnesses. Once Hale had revealed his loyalties, he was arrested by the Queen's Rangers. As was customary in the laws of war of the time, spies were sentenced to death. Hale was not given a trial, as the evidence against him was deemed overwhelming. His execution was scheduled for the day after his capture. By all contemporary accounts, Hale met his demise with great composure. On September 22, 1776, he was hanged close to the spot you are standing now. His body was left hanging for 3 days as a warning to others. He was then buried in an unmarked grave. His final words became famous: "I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country." This phrase was possibly drawn from a popular play of the time, Cato, written by Joseph Addison. In the play, Cato the Younger commits suicide to avoid death at the hands of Caesar's legions, and says, "How beautiful is death when earned by virtue! Who would not be that youth? What pity is it that we can die but once to serve our country?" Although it was Hale's lack of experience as a spy that led to his demise, there is a statue of him just off the main lobby in the CIA headquarters, and many more across the country. He is Connecticut's official state hero. Considered to be America's first spy, Nathan Hale is better remembered as an idealistic martyr to the cause of the Revolution.
We hope you enjoyed learning about Battery Park, New York City, the execution of an American spy. To learn more about the Regimental Council of the Queen's York Rangers, visit www.qyrang.ca.